Good morning, everyone. Kelly here with Earth Angel Therapy. Yeah, I know I have on no makeup. And this is me, just as raw as my talks are. Anyway, I was going to talk to you today about finding the blessings in any situation. I recently signed up for a program called The Circle of Love Inside. It's through Amaz Ministries, and we write to prisoners. One of the names I was given to write to wrote back to me and said, I don't know how you got my name. I never signed up for this. I've never heard of Amma. No one's ever spoken to me about Amma. So I don't know why my name is on your list, period. But I would love to hear about Amma. Now, him being in prison might look like it's not a blessing, but imagine how his life could have kept going. If not in prison, he would be out there living in the dysfunction that brought him to prison. But through going to prison, and by some divine intervention, he heard about Amma. And learning about someone who lives their entire life selflessly may change his life immensely. So that could be the blessing in his incarceration. Conversely, also, in my own life, there's a situation where someone was purchasing a home from my ex-husband and I. He quit paying us for 5 years. It cost a lot of money for court, as much as my student loan debt is right now, actually. And we ended up settling out of court, and he agreed to pay us over the next few years. But he will pay no interest or rent. So he's been in the house 10 years paying us no interest on a loan and no rent. And we could have lived on the interest made from the loan. So again, he has 2 more payments to make, and he decided to stop paying us once more. And that's what I live on. Being in school and suffering from chronic fatigue, it's very hard for me to be a full-time grad student and also work. But instead of looking at this as something that is a struggle, I looked at it as a blessing, because in our contract we can take the house back if he hasn't paid us within 30 days, which is the case. So we could resell the house, and at this moment it's worth double what it was. So all those years that we made no money in interest or rent, I look at it like a savings account. By him not paying us, we may make triple what we originally thought. So it can turn into a blessing, and even if he just pays us, it's still a blessing either way. So whenever you're struggling or going through something that's really hard, just remember, always look for the blessing, and by changing your perception and your attitude, it will change the circumstances of the situation. Some things we cannot change, and that we just have to accept them. Others we can. But one thing that we can always change is how we perceive things. We can always look for the blessings, or we can always look for the detriments. It's our choice. So as always, stay blessed.